What's up, guys? Werner von Wallenrod here, just to let you know that I'm not dead, I guess, basically. I know I've kind of really slowed down on the blogs and the videos lately, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, just been really busy. I'm doing the graduate school thing, and this is my last semester, and it's really kind of kicking my ass, so I've constantly been sort of meaning like, oh, I'll do a post tonight, or I should do a video soon. And it's like, oh, but I got like 12 hours to do this assignment still, so it always has to get pushed back. So, I'll think like, oh, I should post a blog today, or I should do a video, that'll be good, and I really mean to. But it's like, oh, you know what, but then I only got like 12 hours to hand this assignment still, and so I have to kind of keep pushing it back. And so I know I got like tweets I haven't responded to, messages on YouTube, so much stuff I wanted to blog about this kind of keeps getting pushed back. So I apologize for that. I really didn't want to. Kind of had no choice, but so I'm letting you know, hey, I'm back, but not really yet. Here's this video, but this is my last semester, so until the end of the semester, unfortunately, it's still going to be as slow as it ever was. But then hopefully after that, it'll be back to normal. But you know what? Today is Easter. It's Easter Sunday. I know an old video I did, Brief History of Christian Rap, got some good responses. So here it is, Easter Sunday. I thought, what better time than to do the follow-up now? So here we go, Christian Rap, Brief History 2. We're going to look at a great classic 80s Christian important hip-hop album, Rappin' Rabbit. Okay, that's right. This year, Easter Sunday fell on April Fool's Day. But no, seriously, this is a real album, so let's take a real, genuine look at it. I mean, okay, this is not a serious follow-up to Brief History of Christian Rap. I don't mean to say this is an important Christian album. But you know what? A lot of people probably kind of remember it and have fond memories of it. So let's take a serious look back. Rappin' Rabbit came out in 1989 on Brentwood Records, which was a Christian label, not necessarily a hip-hop label. They had a couple other hip-hop related projects, but mostly all genres of music, but all Christian. So Rappin' Rabbit is an album by a guy named Rhett Parrish. He wrote it, he produced it, he did all the music, he did all the lyrics, it's all him. His whole concept is him. Technically, it's a guy named Sam Mullins who does the voice of Rappin' Rabbit, but otherwise it's all this guy, Rhett Parrish. And if you open it up here, we'll kind of look at the artwork. You see there's an ad for Wake Up Sleepyhead. That's another Christian children's album, not hip-hop though, by Rhett Parrish. So that was kind of his thing on Brentwood Records, these Christian kids records. Or strictly speaking tapes, because they all came out on cassette back in the day. So this is 1989. Again, this is kind of, actually they call it Brentwood Kids, or like the Kids Division Records. There's also a group on here called the Kids Connection, which are basically an arbitrary bunch of kids who just add some background vocals. Like if you've seen shows like Barney the Dinosaur, how they have like little kids kicking a little chorus or something on the songs. That's what they do here. And otherwise, it's Rappin' Rabbit rapping in exactly what you sort of expect, sort of a high-pitched, cartoony, sort of like Bugs Bunny, but not actually Bugs Bunny kind of cartoon voice rap. In fact, that reminds me, this is technically not the only Rapping Rabbit out there. Bugs Bunny had a rap song on the Space Jam soundtrack. Remember that? So, one of two Rapping Rabbits out there. This is the original. Rappin' Rabbit came out first, long before Bugs Bunny on Space Jam. This is 89. That would have been like 96 or something like that. And the Bugs Bunny song actually was also the B-side to R. Kelly's I Believe I Can Fly, because I was also from the Space Jam soundtrack, if you remember that. So that's kind of funny. So anyway, you can kind of guess what Rappin' Rabbit would sound like, but I'm going to play a clip of it now. The music is also very kind of simplistic, basic, really simple keyboard synthesizer kind of stuff and a drum machine. Each song made the same way. They have different rhythms and melodies, but basically they all sound very similar. There's 10 short songs, all kind of sound the same. I'm going to play a clip of it now. Rappin' Rabbit.
I left the last row of carrots uneaten in my garden for another hungry rabbit to eat. I always feel real good when I do what I should and give a hungry hare a crunchy carrot treat. I am happy to be sharing and to know that everywhere I am, I'm always near someone that I can care about. I have something I can spare, and God has made me quite aware that I should share what I have got without a single doubt. What God has given me, I will gladly give to you. A nickel if you need it, or a friendly howdy-do. Not a care in the world, not a thing do I lack. God has given me so much, I want to give some back. Mrs. Hassenpfeffer has a house full of kids, so I brought them all a lollipop to live. It was fun to do a favor that she didn't have to pay for, and it made her 40 children happy quick.
So there you go. Really simplistic kind of stuff. I mean, I'm not going to bag on it because it's for kids, obviously. The music is really chintzy, lyrically, really basic stuff. I'm rapping. I'm Not Nappin'. It's just really the basic kind of straightforward, you know, any kind of outsider, random, like your grandmother would come up with. She said rap on the spot, basic rhymes like that. And, you know, the cadence and structure is really just basically every bar is a sentence and there's a pause at the end. You know, I like to go to school. Going to school is cool. Like that. I mean, sometimes he changes it up, but it's really simplistic kid stuff. But it's for kids, so that's fine. So, okay, that's kind of it, right? You get it. Rappin' Rabbit, really simple, straightforward, the end. But no, check this out. There's another one, Rappin' Rabbit's Safety Habits. And he has a third album called Rappin' Rabbit's Christian Habits. So Rappin' Rabbit's Safety Habits, Rappin' Rabbit's Christian Habits. It's like they just merged the two titles together. Again, full albums, 10 songs each, very similar, all Rappin' Rabbit, all Red Parr, all Sam Mullins, the same stuff, the same kids connection. What's interesting about Safety Habits, though, is that, you know, both other albums, every single song, Christian rap. It's through and through. Not only does it have like Christian values, but every song is about Christ or he knows or going to church. Christian rap, plain and simple. This completely secular. It's all safety habits. It's call 911 when you're in trouble. You know, don't set your house on fire, that kind of stuff. So this is a completely secular album, but still on Brentwood Records and otherwise still the same. One thing you'll notice on these follow-up albums is this kind of green bar here, lyrics included. And yes, it actually comes out with a full fold-out sheet of the lyrics. And, you know, it's pretty dense. So yeah, there are 3 Rappin' Rabbit albums. Like, let that sink in. The UBC had 1 album. You know, Apache only had 1 album. Lauryn Hill only had 1 album. Rappin' Rabbit got 3. That's kind of insane. But again, it's super easy to bag on it. I'm not going to really do that. I sort of have a little bit, but you know, again, it's for kids. It's not good, and even music for kids could be a lot better, and there's a lot better children's records out there. But still, you know, if you were a kid and you had this record when you were like 5, under 10, you know, you probably have fond memories of Rappin' Rabbit. And so here it is, Rappin' Rabbit. But let me show you one more interesting thing about these albums.
I've got an S-E-C-R-E-T. It's a secret just for you. I will S-P-E-L-L it, spell it out for Y-O-U. C-H-R-I-S-T. Christ means all the world to me. F-R-I-E-N-D. He's a friend like none can be. P-L-O-V-E-S me. And his love makes me happy. C-H-R-I-S-T. Christ means all the world to me.
I know what you S-A-I-D, you said an F-A-C-T fact.
I've got a S-E-C-R-E-T. It's a secret just for you. I will S-P-E-L-L it, spell it out for Y-O-U. S-A-F-E-T-Y. Safety smart. It saves lives. D-A-N-G-E-R. Danger's what you look out for. Take a tip from M-E-NE. When you're safe, you're worry-free. S-A-F-E-T-Y. Safety smart. It saves lives.
I know what you S-A-I-D, you said an F-A-C-T fact.
They're the same songs. Basically, instrumentally, the same. Lyrically, pretty much the same. You know, verbally, vocally, the same style, same cadence. Most of the words are the same. It's like they said, oh, this Rappin' Rabbit was a hit, we should do more. But we don't actually want to write more songs, God forbid. So they just changed out a few key words to change the Christian lyrics to safety lyrics. Otherwise, it's like the same songs over and over on each tape. But on the other hand, you know what? It kind of adds to the charm of these cheap, low-budget, chintzy Rappin' Rap albums, Rappin' Rabbit albums. There actually is, I noticed on Amazon, like a new Rappin' Rabbit, but it's completely different, unrelated. Musically, it's actually a lot better. The voice sounds totally different. Sounds much more like Alvin and the Chipmunks. But this is the real Rappin' Rabbit from 1989 on Brentwood Records.
The books of the Bible are split into 2.